Why are we doing this? Why am I making these videos? What is it that you're missing most by being in isolation during this time? Isn't it all about human relationships? Doesn't it all come back to relationship? Remember a few weeks ago when we were doing the series on sufferings, we talk about why God created us in the first place. And the reason God created us is for an eternal exchange of love. We were made for love. We were made to receive love and we were made to give love. And the medium through which we exchange love is human relationships. We engage with one another. We were made for connection. That's why we make these videos. That's what you're actually truly missing in life right now, is human engagement, human interaction, connection, intimacy, vulnerability, all of those things that are paramount in the human relationships. And so I know you're saying, yeah, but I'm in isolation right now. Why are we talking about relationships? Why don't we talk about that when we come back? Well, the reality is that now we have an opportunity right now, maybe like never before. How many times have you taken a step back from all of your relationships and looked at them from the outside? What a gift that is. Sometimes when we're in relationships, we're blinded to the reality of what we're living. How many times have you heard about a relationship or you've been in one yourself? You're saying, how don't they see the way that they treat one another? Why is it that I never saw the way that he or she treated me, or the way that I treated them, or how destructive that relationship was for me? Or why didn't I realize how good that relationship was for me? Why did I dump that relationship? Why did I leave that person behind in my life? I desire more people like that in my life to build me up. I desire more of those relationships. Y'all, as we're sitting in quarantine right now, as we're sitting in isolation, we have the gift of reflection. And I challenge you to reflect on the relationships in your life with family, with friends, and romantic relationships, maybe just in acquaintances, those people that we study with, we live with, that we see on a daily basis in our daily life. How am I engaging in those relationships, and how are they good for me, or how are they not? How do I make them better? How do I resurrect the relationships in my life? And another way that we do that, how do we work on it? Why is it good to work on it now? Is because good relationships, maybe we could say great relationships only come about by great men and women. Meaning that that's the whole reason we were working on those habits in the first place. I mean, you could ask the question, why should I be working on virtue? Why should I do that? Why should I do that right now? What is the purpose? Why do something that's difficult? Because it's what I'm made for. The better the man, the better the woman, the better the relationship that we can engage in the future. We're in training right now. We're in training for better relationships, for better human flourishing when we engage with one another again. And so I ask you right now to take advantage of this time, to think about the relationships in your life, reflect on them. What was good about them? What was bad about them? What kind of virtue do I need to foster in those relationships? Maybe right now I'm actually thinking about what relationships I want to be in and ones I don't want to return to because they're just not healthy. They're not living a resurrected life. They don't align with the perspective that I have. They're blinding me and they're keeping me away. They're obstacles to living that resurrection perspective in our life. Yo, we want to have the best relationships in our life because those lead to human flourishing. Let's purify those relationships. And let's work on it right now. We don't wait. We start living resurrected life right now. We start living resurrected virtue, those habits, so that we can live in resurrected relationship.